Hello, familia. I just saw this video and it was talking about emotions not being good or bad and them just being necessary. And I was like, yes. And not only that, emotions are neutral things. They are things that have to move through us. They are part of the human experience, right? Even if this is a dream experience and we're moving through it, and it's a matrix dream, whatever you want to call it, right? But we know it's not the absolute truth of who we are, and we're having an experience of it, right? In that experience, a huge part of what keeps us tied to the dream, tied to the matrix, right? And its inner workings is our emotions, is our desires, is the things that have a charge within us. And if we cannot release what feels big, right? What feels important to us, what causes any level of emotion within us, if we cannot safely release that, then we power these emotions. We allow them to run our lives and to imprison us into more experiences that are basically, spirit leading us to free ourselves, to heal these wounds or heaviness or just overall illusions, including fantasies and attractions that seem to be real, right? That seem to be so ingrained in us. But the truth is that we are a composition, a collection of all the patterns that have been continuing on for lifetimes, for generations, right? Things that have had even emotions and emotional charges and unhealed wounds, unhealed expressions of emotions. Here we go, emotions again, right? And because an unhealed wound is a place where we have not expressed it at 222 as I say that. And the beauty of expression is that it's releasing it out to the other, whether the other is spirit, right? God, into a journal. It is no longer just like feeling, and I'm no longer experiencing it as private to me. Rather, I let go, I put it out, and I could put it out in a safe space with a safe community, right? With one person who feels and can hold the light for you, the truth, as the Course in Miracles teaches us, right? All we need is one person to be holding the truth and holding the sanity in the same room or in the space for the other one to release the darkness, to release the illusion, and to express and expose the lies and the ego. And not because it's bad, right? Let's always go there. Not because it's bad, but really because it's untrue. Yet we have powered it for so long. We've believed its lies for so long that, we're born into this life with so many of these belief systems and wounds and even fears that, yes, some may come from our childhood, sure, because our parents have carried those wounds too and carried their own belief systems, things that they carried from either past lives or their own generations that have just energetically continued in the mind, right? In the mind that believes itself to be here and separate ultimately from love and God. And so the whole journey of awakening is this journey back to love, back to knowing what we are before those patterns, before whatever happened to my great-great-great-grandmother or grandfather and what they went through, what their villages went through and never healed and just held on. And now in this present moment is a chance to release the past and release the future of ideals and concepts and planning and goals and acquisition and proving, and rather just a freedom in the now. Just a open, 444, right, when I said that. And it's like, this is what we all want. This is what we truly are trying to feel. And that freedom is a sense of wholeness. It's a sense of completeness, not depending, not influenced by the past at all, right? Completely forgiven, as the Course in Miracles state. It's a forgiven, released, radically accepted past, in the sense of like, it is gone, it is no longer here, it is what I have believed, it is the illusion that I have fallen into and have defined myself by, but I no longer. I remember who I am. I am the love of God. I am a thought in the heart of God. I am that. I am, right? I am that love, that light, pure and innocent, eternal. And it's us coming back to that again and again, 555. And we rediscover this, or we discover it for the first time and it shifts our life completely. But getting back to emotions, right? Emotions are the charge, the emotional charge. It's like, no, they are the flags that show us where we have emotional charge. And where we have emotional charge, some people could call it karmic ties. It's where we have karmic ties. It's where those patterns, right? Those curses of the past, of generations, those wounds that have been passed down, not just from parents, from our childhood. This is pre-childhood. This is generational, and it's also lifetimes, right? Because the mind continues to live and experience and look for wholeness and truth, ultimately to reach its real state, its awakened state. But while it's asleep, it finds all the forms over time, again and again, until it is fully healed, until it has fully reconciled with the truth, right? Until it has fully understood and received and experienced and unbecome everything it thought it was, so it could be what it always has been, right? And when we feel our emotions and when we allow others to feel through it, what we're doing, if we have enough willingness, we are allowing another to expose the ego, and we're allowing ourselves to expose the ego, to expose the illusion, right? And the more we go towards it, the more we realize how much it's controlled us and how much it really isn't what we think it is, how much it is an illusion. It is a story we tell ourselves. It is, an interpretation, and not really what's there, and then ultimately what's beyond what's there, right? Beyond the body, the truth, the Christ light that's really, really there. So emotions are such a great thing to consider. And if you look at children, right? Like with my daughter, it's so important to allow us from the moment that we're young, even though we come with other things from, right, generational things, but in the moment now, we're here, we have the ability to release and heal that now. That's the beauty of this moment. It just doesn't matter what moment it is, it's always possible again. Like the Course in Miracles says, right? Choose again. You can choose again now. This is the good news. You can choose again. And so every emotion is a perfect flag for us to remember to choose again. Because what's happening is that we are being told, hey, check here. Check here for what's going on in your heart. Check here for what you're believing. Why does this bother you, right? Why is it triggering you? Or why are you so attached to it or obsessed by it? Why does it not leave your mind? Why is it not in a restful state? Whether towards the attraction charge or towards the repulsion, resistance charge, right? Like, I don't want that. I don't want nothing to do with that. And over here, it's like, that's all I want. That will give me my life. My happiness is there, right? Any of those two sides of the same coin. Those are the emotions that come up, or that come up in relation to any of those two states, are really revealing where we are still held prisoner, where we are still lacking true forgiveness, right? Not just of a person or what they've done. No, true forgiveness of the state of what we believed about life, of what we believed about who we are. You know, when Jesus said, forgive them for they know not what they do, that's the true forgiveness we're giving ourselves to in this process. I know not what I do. I did not know what I did. I did not have enough information to know. And yet now I can move forward and still forgive myself as those emotions come up and reveal the things that I need to release, that I am still believing, that are guiding, or not even, I think guiding is not the right word, that are sort of manipulating my life and my inner terrain, right? They're kind of taking over. And so we can really just retranslate, requalify emotions. Emotions are really just neutral. They're not good or bad, but they are necessary. And just like they are necessary, exposing the beliefs, exposing the thoughts that these emotions come from is truly necessary, I would add. 1111, truly necessary for the one mind to be free, to be healed, to be awakened. The one mind that is asleep, right? Because we have the spirit mind, which is the awakened mind, right? And so to re-access the light of the spirit within our mind, we do have to be aware of what are the things that trigger us, because those are our lessons in forgiveness. Self-forgiveness, forgiveness of our eyesight, of our vision, of our understanding of this whole thing. It is a deeper forgiveness. It is beyond someone doing something quote unquote wrong, right? And that is what the Course in Miracles is teaching us. It's teaching us to look at our own mind and really forgive what we see, what we understand, what we believe to know about ourselves and about things. We do not know what anything is for, but we can take the hint from our emotions, right? And from these flags to guide us back to, oh, look at what I'm believing here. Look at what I'm thinking about myself in regards to this. And really look at that with love and say, you know, Spirit, you, higher self, Holy Spirit, you show me how you would see this. This is true forgiveness. Let me gain that vision. I give it to you because I cannot see it, because I am trapped by my emotion. I am trapped by it. Show me, and trust that it will be revealed, and opportunities will be revealed to face that emotion in a new way, to step forward in a more conscious decision, or a more conscious way, let's say, of that opportunity. And you know, Pepper's really loving what I'm sharing. She's like totally, oh, she does this when I sing too, and I haven't sang in a while. I gotta do that. Sorry. I digress. But you know, the cat's feeling it. She's feeling the energy, and I just I wanted to share that with all of you. I felt really inspired by that. Emotions are not good nor bad. They are neutral, and yet they are so necessary to guide us back. They are showing us what we don't want and what we truly do want. Not what we think we want that's going to make us happy, that's going to make us whole, that we need to get in order to feel a certain way. No. What we yearn for, that's what we truly want, the state of being that we want to feel. And that is our guiding light. And emotions are showing us how far or close, right, we're getting to that, because the emotion is the reflection of the belief, right? It is that symbol, and we can use it in our favor. Use it in our favor to release and to expose. Expose the lie, expose the ego. And as we expose, we reveal who we are. Everything else begins to dissolve. So find your safe space. Find the place, the people, the journal, the moment in the day where you can be truthful with yourself about what's showing up, and release it and put it on paper and talk to someone about it in a safe space. That's it. That's all you have to do again and again. Not go into the story, just realize what the belief is. Let it be, let it come out, all with the intention of handing it over to the Spirit. This is what we're doing. This is the work, and emotions are guiding us. They are neither good nor bad. Do not fight them. Let them move through you. That is why they're called energy in motion. Yeah, they are. We can use them in our favor. All right, love you all. Stay blessed.